Hey everyone, Super Saiyan Elma here, and today in this video I'm going to be comparing old Cartoon Network shows to newer Cartoon Network shows, because I think there's a big quality difference in the two. So yeah, I'm going to be sharing my thoughts on those. Okay, so I'm going to start off talking about the old shows, so enjoy the video. Okay, so the first old show I'm going to be talking about is called Codename Kid Next Door. Even though it wasn't a particularly funny show, it was still an interesting show to watch, and it was something I personally enjoyed. When I was younger, there was a wide variety of characters, and my favorite being... I actually don't know his name. I think it was like number 1. I'm gonna go search it up. So it turns out I was right. He was actually called just number 1. So all in all, this was a show that had a lot of action scenes, and it was, to be honest, pretty entertaining to watch. The next show I'm going to be talking about is The Grim Adventures of Bill and Mandy. This is a show about two friends named Mandy and Billy. They were accompanied by Grim, who is the Grim Reaper in this universe. The three of them go on wacky and crazy adventures. These normally were horror-themed episodes with horror-related things like spiders, devils, demons, goblins, and other stuff in that genre. Overall, this show was entertaining, spooky, and hilarious all at the same time. This is a show that I would definitely recommend. Okay, so the final old Cartoon Network show I'm going to be talking about is called Courage the Cowardly Dog. This series is about a purple dog who would go on adventures with his parents who were elderly humans. Most of the adventures he would go on were in some way horror-related, but they were also funny at the same time. Courage would usually ramble in a language that was obviously not English, which just added to the overall comedy. This is a show I would recommend to people that like the horror genre. It's a good show to watch over and over. At least that's what I think. Okay, to kick things off for the new, we are actually going to be talking about We Bare Bears. We Bare Bears follows 3 bro bears that go on small adventures and learn lessons along the way. Even though some episodes are entertaining, most are just plain out boring and unfunny. Even though this video talks about my opinions, I had other people tell me they disliked the show too. This is definitely a show that I wouldn't recommend due to the quality and it just being unfunny. Okay, so the second new Cartoon Network show I'm going to be talking about is called The Amazing World of Gumball. The show is about a pretty random world that follows a cat named Gumball who can talk. He goes on crazy adventures with his buddy and brother Darwin. The first 2 seasons I actually enjoyed, and they were funny, but recently the quality of the episodes have just gone down. They're not as funny, and the adventures are pretty boring, and they're kind of repetitive. Okay, so the final show I'm going to be talking about is called Steven Universe. Steven is a kid who lives in a magical world where humanoid creatures called gems protect the universe from any harm. In the beginning, we learn that Steven is 50% gem and gets his gem power, which is a shield, believe it or not. He is accompanied by 3 other gems named Garnet, Amethyst, and Pearl. The first season, or at least to me, are a bit bland, but is greatly improved. It is an interesting story. Thank you so much for watching this video, even though it doesn't have a lot of quality. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Also, thank you for 50 views. I have, I think, 51 now, which is amazing. Bye!